Greetings everybody, my name is Sarah Angel and welcome to another one of my videos. Today we're going to be talking about what is transsexuality. I'm not going to be reading up on the official description from a book or a website. That's something you can do for yourself. No, I'm going to try and help you understand what transsexuality really is. Starting today, this will be part of a mini-series based on my own experiences and the experience transsexuals may have in general. Transsexuality, the subject may have come up somewhere in your life. Maybe you know a person who is transsexual. But where does it all start? It starts at the very beginning, when a child is still in the womb. We often do not think about many things that can go wrong during pregnancy. One of these things are birth defects. Birth defects come in many forms, and one can be more horrifying than the other. And many factors are involved in the process that leads to these birth defects. One of these birth defects is called gender identity disorder. Many theories are to what creates gender identity disorder, but the results are all the same. And the result is someone is being born with a brain of the opposite gender. At first glance, this is rarely visible when the child is still very young. But when a child develops mentally, what lies dormant will become and surface all the more dominant in their behavior. Are they a girl on the inside? They will gravitate towards that. Are they a boy in the inside? They will gravitate towards that. When the children or teens are expected to do something, reflecting, or have to behave as their biological gender role, something will happen. I cannot call this something else other than an error. Something does not compute. Now this might start up with a small little thing, only being an annoyance, but it gets worse as the person will see the members of the opposite sex which they identify with, or feel an attraction as in a kinship with, do things they cannot or are not expected to do. In most cases, this will not be tolerated by the parents or the guardians, and they will try to enforce on some level the behavior of the biological gender. Some examples I can name is, I have to change in the boys' room while I'm a girl, or I'm expected to be all nice and pretty while I want to play soldier with the boys. I want to play dress up with other girls who are my friends, but I'm told I'm a boy and I should not do such things. In their teenage lives, the mixed up feelings and frustrations expand as they come into a state of complex cognitive and social development. Not only do they experience things as in it is an error or annoying or frustrating, but some things do start to compute, and they're really harsh and in the wrong way. They start to understand that they are stuck in their body. They could in this state never do or experience what others feel, what they feel others they've kinship with do. For example, a female to male cannot hang with the guys on a party, being all cool, doing all the guy stuff and picking up a girl like a guy and being sexually intimate with a girl like a guy. A male to female cannot dress up like a pretty girl and go to the school dance with a straight guy she likes. She cannot dance and have her first kiss while in between talking and gossiping with her girlfriends about this great guy she met. Okay. Try putting yourself in the following situation. There is this slender blonde girl wearing little boots and a short skirt, and she looks very sexy. However, she tries to walk as a guy and tries to make a low voice. Yo dudes, what's up? Tonight I'm gonna squirm you Jenny. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be the man. Put it up, hatsa! That sounds strange, right? Okay, another example. There is this guy who is in a short shirt, has a nice muscled body, wearing short shorts, and he tries to talk as a girl towards other girls. I got my eyes set on Steven tonight. He's so yummy and smart. Oh, did you polish your nails too? The guy looks at the nails. Damn, girl, what did you do to them? Oh, girl, you should come over to my house. I'll help you with them. Oh, there's Steven. Okay, he walks now sexy towards Steven and flirts and asks him to come over to her place later for some pussy. And Steven looks down at the shirts and sees something pretty swollen up in there. I don't know about you, but most straight boys, well, I think they have something else in mind. These are, of course, very stereotypical examples. However, I think you would agree that this is just fail. I'm not saying all people act that way, but it gets my point across lovely. In your teens, you experiment, you have all the room to develop yourself. Most trans people have to miss out on this. The body itself becomes an obstacle, for no matter how much you try your best to intimidate the sex you feel you are, you will never be able to fully deliver. There are things you want to do as that gender, but simply cannot. And no matter how accepting you are as a person, some things just do not work. Of course there are open-minded people who are bisexual, but that's beside the point. Even some well-meant experimentation on their part is not going to resolve the issues you have with your body. Now I want to ask others to think the person you are now. I want you to think of everything you are as a person, your friends, your family and loved ones. Now, close your eyes and then you would go to sleep, and the next day you wake up and you're the opposite gender, but with the exact same mindset, friends, family, loved ones and hobbies. Okay, maybe the first week it's fun, heck, maybe the first month, but when you are expected to act according to your newly assigned gender, but you got all the interests and mannerism and mindset as the person you were before this, like your normal stuff in your room will be taken away and you're stuck with things from your new gender which you hate. You want to hang out with your friends, but think how differently they react to others of a different gender and apply that now to yourself. Think of all the frustrations that come with it. It will drive you crazy. Think of how many situations would suck. Or think of yourself doing and being in the stereotypical examples I mentioned before. Think of being like that for the rest of your life and then dying. Now you might have a slight understanding of some of the frustrations trans people experience just by doing that. The body becomes an impossible obstacle, and they become disgusted with their bodies. The frustration and the urge to be yourself is not described in words. For me, plain hatred is too soft a word when I found out about myself. So, what do? You try to make the best of it, to change yourself wherever possible. For some this is doable. For some this is a double life. And shame and regret. For others it's better or worse. Those who hear about hormone replacement therapy and can take that option are lucky. But there are many factors involved in the transition process. Some people have children, some people have fear, others have families who do not accept such things. It is a long and hard and often lonely road you have to walk, as people abandon you for their own reasons, or as it is too much of an inconvenience. Not to forget the things like learning to change your voice, to walk and act differently, taking different handwriting, getting surgery, laser treatment. Imagine yourself, You're lying down in a chair having nothing to kill the pain but a little bit of cold ice. while 70 degrees of hot laser burns on your face. Ain't that just lovely? The things I've said here can mostly be applied to different age groups of transsexual people. For those who do make it through, many of you would not even think they were once of a different gender. They take the losses and can make a life for themselves that's better and can make somewhat of a happy to being happy life. All just to be yourself. But not all make it. For many, the journey seems too much, and frustration and depression, you get cracks from them, like in a vase, and for some they just break apart before they even have the chance to get on the track and run for the finish. It is the cold truth, and it's hard, and this all and more is transsexuality. And you would not wish it even for your worst enemy. But to those transsexuals out there, you are not alone. Though the journey is long, there are many like us on the web. Feel free to contact us so we can show you the doors you can walk through. We will always be here for advice, for we are your brothers and sisters. And I hope now that this has given you a bit more of an understanding in the transsexuality experience and what is transsexuality. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.